What is up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince, here to give you another video of What If CM Punk main event at WrestleMania 29. Now, before we get started, sorry I haven't been making videos. It's just that we're moving. As you can clearly tell, there was a big picture back here. We're moving some stuff. So there's that. So, what if CM Punk main event at WrestleMania? I decided to do this one instead of what if CM Punk never left in 2014, because a lot of people would do the exact same things I would do. So I decided to change it up a bit and do what if CM Punk main event at WrestleMania 29. I hope you guys enjoy it. We start off with the Royal Rumble, where CM Punk beats The Rock after the lights go out and The Rock is down on the floor. We don't know if it's the Shield or anything, but eventually we do find out it is the Shield the following night, and then Vince threatens to fire Paul. Brock Lesnar comes back and F5s Vince. We keep the story with Brock and Triple H the same. As far as CM Punk goes, he has to face John Cena and The Rock at WrestleMania 29 in the main event. And the winner, John Cena. He wins the WWE Championship once again, pinning The Rock. CM Punk never got pinned. More on that later. CM Punk is like upset that he had the one chance he had to main event WrestleMania, he screwed it up, so he's very upset, so he just walks out. Then we build up, we keep from CM Punk fighting Chris Jericho, winning, getting screwed over at Money in the Bank by Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar and CM Punk at SummerSlam, where CM Punk loses. I'm sorry. And then at Night of Champions, we do Paul Heyman and Curtis Axel versus CM Punk in a no disqualification match for the Intercontinental Championship. Maybe people are thinking, wow, what if CM Punk goes to the mid-card division, push that division up? It gets people talking, it gets people interested. Like, what if CM Punk becomes Intercontinental Champion and Paul Heyman could screw him? We don't know what kind of story this would be, but it looks like CM Punk is about to win. Keep in mind, this is no disqualification. And then all of a sudden, the lights go out. We do all those like Wyatt things that they do, and basically we have Luke Harper in one corner, Eric Rowan in the other corner, and then Bray Wyatt in the ring. Sister Abigail to CM Punk. Curtis Axel is confused and pins him 1, 2, 3. Curtis Axel is still your Intercontinental Champion. And then CM Punk's like, I don't know what business does Bray Wyatt want with me, and basically Bray Wyatt just wants to be known. He wants to beat the best of the best. He's just been fighting jobbers and stuff, so he's ready to fight the top guys. So he takes on Bray Wyatt next. So then we do CM Punk and Bray Wyatt at Battleground. Bray Wyatt wins with the help of Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. This time CM Punk's like, I'm tired of Bray Wyatt getting the better hand because Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. So in order for that to not happen, we're going to do it inside Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, Bray Wyatt, CM Punk. We have a good match. CM Punk wins, finally beating Bray Wyatt. At this point, I believe he was undefeated, so it makes sense for CM Punk to break Bray Wyatt's streak for a while. But we're still feuding with the Wyatts, and eventually Daniel Bryan helps out because Bray Wyatt beats the crap out of Daniel Bryan backstage, just like in real life. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan form a little bond. The Wyatts are trying to fight the tag team champions, same with the Shield and the Usos. They all want to have the tag belts. So eventually they all get mad at each other and stuff. But at Survivor Series, we do the Shield and the Wyatt family versus CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, and the Usos in a elimination match, Survivor Series elimination match. The final, so just FYI, Daniel Bryan and Wyatt both get counted out because they're fighting everywhere except the ring, and the ref counts them out. So there's that. The final four are Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Cody Rhodes eliminates Seth Rollins, then Roman Reigns eliminates Cody Rhodes, then the final two are CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets the victory, making him the sole survivor and pushing him to the top where he eventually does. The next night, also at Survivor Series, we do Randy Orton versus John Cena, winner take all. And at Survivor Series, I think it makes sense to do it here instead of TLC. More on that later. But Randy Orton wins. John Cena wants a rematch, but CM Punk's like, whoa, 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 are you forgetting something? I never got my proper rematch ever since WrestleMania. You and The Rock got the spotlight, but I was just the other guy, apparently. So there's no way I'm gonna just let you fight Randy Orton again. Maybe put him against someone who has a better chance of winning. So we do. Uh, and then also Daniel Bryan comes out. He wants a shot at the belts as well. So Triple H says you guys both want a shot uh, at the belts. So here's what to do. We're gonna do CM Punk and Daniel Bryan versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in the main event. If you two win, you guys will be inserted into the TLC match later on the pay-per-view. Eventually, Punk and Bryan win. So at TLC 2013, we do Randy Orton, John Cena, CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan in a fatal four-way TLC match where the Shield screw over CM Punk because they're with the Authority, and Daniel Bryan gets screwed over by the Wyatt family because he's with the Wyatts. Eventually, John Cena gets hurt by Randy Orton. Randy Orton gets up to the top, and he's still your champion. The next night, we do CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan in the main event following TLC. We basically have the winner gets a shot at the title at the Royal Rumble because Triple H believes that wasn't fair. He didn't call the Shield or the Wyatt family. They kind of just work on their own. So I'll do you one better. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, winner faces Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble. CM Punk wins. The night ends with people chanting yes, yes, yes because Daniel Bryan is wide over. And then that's when Bray Wyatt comes out. Then we continue that feud. Eventually, Daniel Bryan joins the Wyatt family. More on that later. So then we do Randy Orton versus CM Punk. And at this point, Triple H is watching with Randy Orton on the side. CM Punk gets screwed over by Triple H. And Randy Orton wins the match. Then on that show, CM Punk, on the same show, the final two in the Royal Rumble are Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt tells Daniel Bryan to leave, but Daniel Bryan refuses. He screws over Bray Wyatt, wins the Royal Rumble. So there's that. CM Punk, after getting screwed over by Triple H, he requests a rematch, but CM Punk or Triple H refuses. CM Punk gets mad, beats the crap out of Triple H like Roman Reigns did to Triple H at TLC 2015. If you remember that beatdown, that was awesome. Do that with CM Punk. Stephanie McMahon fires Triple H, and then eventually leads up to a match between Triple H, CM Punk, Falls Count Anywhere match at WrestleMania 30. Also on that show, we do Shield versus Ken and the Outlaws, the Andre Battle Royal, John Cena and Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar and Batista. That's a great match to have. No Undertaker because I think he should have retired at 20-0. So there's that. Paige and AJ Lee, great. And then Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton in the main event, where Daniel Bryan gets the big victory. CM Punk, like Daniel Bryan's friends, including that, CM Punk, congratulate him. By the way, CM Punk wins his match against Triple H. That should be obvious. CM Punk decides to take a break after WrestleMania. He says he's going to take a break. He is ready for a break. But the Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, Cesaro, said, no way, I need to make a point at myself. He basically wants to get himself over. So we do a feud between CM Punk and Cesaro, continuing the feud with Paul Heyman. Cesaro gets a couple victories. CM Punk gets screwed over by Paul Heyman. I guess he wasn't good enough. But then Daniel Bryan gets injured, so we do a WWE Championship ladder match, and for the vacant belt. So it's John Cena, CM Punk, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Cesaro, and Sheamus. Those 7-man winner gets the belts in a ladder match. CM Punk wins because that's the last person Triple H and Stephanie would want. It makes no sense for Cena to win because nobody. It makes no sense for Triple H and Stephanie to hate that. It really doesn't. So at Battleground we do, because Randy Orton and Roman Reigns are feuding, we put them there, and he's still not done with Cesaro, so we do that. So Battleground, it's CM Punk defending the WWE World Championship against Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Cesaro. CM Punk wins by pinning Cesaro, ending that feud. Also on that show, John Cena beats Kane in a stretcher match. CM Punk realizes, or the Authority realizes that nobody could beat CM Punk, so he decides to bring in Brock Lesnar. He doesn't want to bring Brock Lesnar, but that's the only person that could beat CM Punk because the past year Brock beat him. So we do Brock Lesnar and CM Punk in the main event of SummerSlam. Also on that show, we do John Cena and Cesaro, Bray and Jericho. Basically, keep most of SummerSlam the same, minus the main event. Yeah, pretty much, yes. Bray and Steph, whatever. Anyways, Paul Heyman gives up on Cesaro because he lost to John Cena, turning him face. Brock Lesnar kind of laughs at Cesaro, and then Cesaro gets mad. He punches Brock Lesnar. We start setting up a feud there. Brock Lesnar wants Cesaro at Night of Champions, so we have that. Also on that show, we do John Cena versus Seth Rollins, replacing Roman Reigns because of his injury. I believe he had an injury around this time, or he had an illness. But anyways, John Cena versus Seth Rollins ends in no contest because Dean Ambrose comes back to screw over Seth and John Cena. Seth Rollins at this point is the biggest heel because in the main event of Brock Lesnar and Cesaro, he screws over Cesaro. Cesaro wins by DQ because Seth Rollins hit him with the briefcase. Seth Rollins is about to cash in, but Cesaro refuses to let him cash in. So at this point, Seth Rollins is the biggest heel because he made enemies out of John Cena, Dean Ambrose, and Cesaro. We do a triple threat match with those three. Winner faces Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose fight inside Hell in a Cell with the whole Wyatt thing. So there's that. Eventually, since the Wyatt feud with Dean Ambrose, keep in mind that Jack Swagger abandons Zeb Coulter to become the IC champion. Jack Swagger is basically the Jake Hager that we know today. Just keep that in mind. So because the Wyatts never split up, Jack Swagger wants some more attention, so he beats up Dolph Ziggler for the Authority. They give him the IC championship by putting him in a match with Dolph Ziggler, where Jack Swagger becomes IC champion. So Survivor Series, it is Team John Cena. It's John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Big Show, Cesaro, and the returning CM Punk, who we haven't seen since SummerSlam. Then Team Authority is Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Rusev, Jack Swagger, and Mark Henry. Randy Orton and Mark Henry are like the first two eliminated because of reasons, because eventually Randy Orton turns face and set up Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton in the future. That's not important. The important part is CM Punk. CM Punk gets eliminated by Seth Rollins, making him again one of the top heels. Eventually, Dolph Ziggler beats Seth Rollins, making the final two thanks to Sting. Because the Authority is gone, we need a new general manager. So the new general manager is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is the Raw GM. Give him some more character time. We need a babyface champion, and eventually foreshadows him possibly becoming the SmackDown GM if he does get injured in my timeline. But he doesn't, probably. Anyways, TLC 2014, we do Cesaro and Jack Swagger in an IC title ladder match. CM Punk faces the Big Show, who screwed over the Team Cena almost. CM Punk obviously wins, getting a big victory over the Big Show. Seth Rollins and John Cena fight in a tables match where the winner of that match becomes the number one contender for Brock Lesnar's World WWE Championship. It ends with both John Cena and Seth Rollins falling through the tables. So we do Brock, Cena, Seth at Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan wants to return to the ring, but he's the general manager. The Triple H and Stephanie McMahon offer him to wrestle again if he gives them brings the Authority back. And Daniel Bryan says, "Yes, I hate the Authority, but I love wrestling more. So here you go." So yes, Daniel Bryan comes back out of a mini retirement, even though it was just a year. And then Stephanie McMahon offers Daniel Bryan a Royal Rumble spot, but he will be number one because that's the Authority, big heels. So Daniel Bryan enters the Royal Rumble number 1. Number 2, Bray Wyatt. Basically, the following year, they were the last two. Now they're the first two. They go the distance. Eventually, the final 4 are Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler, and Bray Wyatt. What about Daniel Bryan? Well, Daniel Bryan, earlier on the match, gets eliminated by CM Punk because CM Punk got tired. He hated that he brought the Authority back. He's just mad. Eventually, the final 2 are Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns and CM Punk, my bad. I don't know where I got that. But yeah, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk are feuding. They hate each other and this and that. They're just... And then, and CM Punk, all he wanted to do is main event WrestleMania again, but he never got the chance to. And Daniel Bryan seems to be more over than CM Punk, so CM Punk is a little jealous, turning him heel. And Daniel Bryan talks about how, yeah, he probably will never main event WrestleMania in a while, but he said, as long as I have the yes movement, I will main event another time. CM Punk, you're nothing without your pipe bomb. And basically they go and talk shit about each other. So at WrestleMania 31, we do Dolph Ziggler, Wade Barrett, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, Jack Swagger, Stardust, and R-Truth in an IC title ladder match. Dolph Ziggler wins. Randy Orton beats Seth Rollins. Sting defeats Triple H. AJ Lee and Paige defeat the Bellas in AJ Lee's final match. John Cena beats Rusev. And Bray Wyatt faces somebody. I didn't have anything planned for the Wyatt, sorry. But the main thing is that CM Punk and Daniel Bryan have their match at WrestleMania. It's in the middle of the card, not at the main event. And CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are feuding. They're probably the hottest thing going into WrestleMania. And the winner, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan beats CM Punk. CM Punk is upset at himself, but he's a little bit happy because Daniel Bryan is his friend. They shake hands, and CM Punk officially retires, going to UFC, which failed, and eventually he becomes a commentator, coming back to WWE. So at least CM Punk leaves a little bit happier. This is how I would have done it if CM Punk got a chance to main event WrestleMania. He would have stuck around a little bit longer, and he would have this story of him wanting to main event WrestleMania once again, but he couldn't. I think that's the best way to do it. And in the process, he develops more Paul Heyman guys. Curtis Axel does not get buried, like I said. Cesaro is an ultimate baby face. So we do a lot of good things with CM Punk sticking around because he helps develop stars. And I think that's what CM Punk should have done in his final days if he would have stuck around. Anyways, that's it. I'll be doing another video eventually. Hit me up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's me, the ALE XX Prince, and until then, I'm out.